This is Jeff Esslinger from the North Dakota Association of Counties. I assume you know that this is about the conference because you signed up for it, and thank you for doing that. This is new, we haven't done this in the past. This is the Need to Know webinar that we have planned for you. That we used to do a first timers session at the conference, but you know what? It's kind of too late by that time. So let's dive into it. So there are changes again this year. We have been trying to hone these things down to make it simpler for you. And right now, all events that have to do with this conference are at the Bismarck Event Center. So we won't be doing something at the Radisson and something at the Ramkota. It's all there. Sunday's reception will be in that upper level atrium. I'll actually show you a picture of that later if you haven't been to the event center for our conference in the past. All of the member association meetings will also be held up in the upper level. Again, not scattered around at different hotels. The recorders, I believe, meet on Sunday, and I'm pretty sure the rest of you meet on Monday. So that is where you'll go. There are no official meals or meetings at any other location, just to repeat and be really redundant about that because it's important that you show up in the right place. For breakfasts on Monday from 7 to 8:15, there will be a full breakfast buffet in Hall A. Last year we did sort of a continental breakfast and just got a lot of feedback that you'd prefer a full breakfast. So we're going to do that and just ask you not to be too clanky with your spoons and things once the thing gets underway. Tuesday, it will be a continental breakfast in the atrium upstairs. That's a little later start date, 8 o'clock. The delegates and delegates only will have a full breakfast in Hall A, and that's because we're getting them out of bed early. They start at 7:30. So Monday evening, transportation. We have a party, a good time on Monday evening. And so just to be sure everybody gets home safe, you can take a West River van that'll be rotating through every 30 minutes beginning at 4:30. If you're already at the event center with your car, you can actually go up, knock on the door of the van and say, hey, I'd like to go to my hotel and have you bring me back here, and they'll do that. That's pretty awesome. Great thing about Bismarck is there's really no hotel that's more than 10 minutes away, so that's they can go where they are asked to go. And there's no sign up or registration needed. It is a theme party, and so we encourage you to dress for the German Fest with German style clothing, or Bavarian if you really want to be specific about Oktoberfest. We have a photo booth again this year, so you'll be able to grab your friends and go in there and do some clowning around a little bit. They'll have some hats and other things to help you look the part. Another thing we're going to try this year, again, just a new thing, but we do the 70-30 scholarship fundraiser during the meal on Monday evening, and I'll explain a little more about that later. But there's always been a gap, kind of a long gap, because we have to count the money in order to know how much we're giving out in prizes. And so that takes about a half an hour, and we will have trivia on stage. So that's optional, of course, but have your phone ready because he uses a cell phone voting kind of a thing for that. And following that, our keynote speaker is an amazing mentalist. And so in addition to the keynotes on Monday morning, he is also going to amaze and entertain us for a 1-hour show. That'll be about 8:30, 8:45, and wrapping up a little before 10. And so that is your Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Some changes from recent years. Nationwide is going to have one-on-one meetings for you. I sent that link out yesterday to you, and you can schedule your meeting with them. I didn't tell you where it was because we are still kind of working that out, but it will be some sort of a place that is in the lobby. They've got some kind of cool like a big phone booth, more or less, and so they'll be there and possibly in a room that's also just off the main lobby. Stop by Member Central in the exhibit hall for a free plastic sign, as you see on the picture. That is the only thing new about that I'm putting it in the new section or changes section is that you don't have to, we used to have you bring like a little card and turn it in and exchange for that, but that's not necessary. So come on back and we'll give you a Stein. When I say back, it's Member Central is our booth basically in the exhibit area. And so you can meet the staff, ask any questions about the conference or about this, the Association of Counties. And there's also going to be a office chair back there that you can register for, and that's the good old-fashioned write your name down and put it in a bucket kind of registration. So we'll have that back there for you, and we have rearranged the exhibit floor a little bit. There is a map in the Yap app. Hey, that's map in the Yap app. So it's going to be a little easier for you to get around, not such long hallways and such. So no more scanners is also new this year. Yay. You will get your ILG hours just for attending the conference, and you can see there what the details are on how many you get and so forth. We're also not going to have pre-stuffed bags, and I gotta guess if you're like me, it was just annoying. You'd go back to your conference or get back to your hotel and just dump the whole bag on your bed, and most of it gets thrown away. If you want a brochure from somebody, you'll be able to go pick it up at their booth, and there's no need for us to be stuffing those ahead of time. So they'll just be on a table near your registration. You'll pick up your registration. There'll be a lanyard that you put it in. You can also put other things in there, like the little daily conference schedule that we have for you, the pocket agenda, we call it, and anything else you want to put in it, and then you can take that bag with you when you go to the exhibit area and fill it up. There will not be ribbons anymore on commissioners or delegates name badges, because that was a lot of hassle also, and we just print it right on your name badge if you're a commissioner or a delegate, so no need for ribbons. Again, yay. You will get, now this is general information, so this is, if you've been to the conference, this will sound familiar, nothing really new here, but you do get a free registration for your county if we have one commissioner and one other county official from your county. And it's not actually free, it's paid for by NDIRF. So thank you to NDIRF, NDIRF, North Dakota Insurance Reserve Fund. And we will know that you were there because on your way out, we will be collecting your name badges. So you'll just take it out of the little lanyard and drop it in a basket for us. And that's how we'll know that you were there. And I think that's pretty cool that they do that. And we do that because we want you to stay for the whole conference, but we also do something else. We get really great speakers for the final event, and Hunter Pinky is a North Dakotan who does a great job of sharing his life lessons with you. You can look him up at hunterpinky.com. Your name badge, speaking of that, and the blue lanyard is your ticket to everywhere in the event center. Now, this is a security thing because that's how we know that there's not just strangers wandering in off the street to enjoy a free lunch, and the event center actually has staff at the door, and they watch for those, and they're pretty firm about it. So always wear your lanyard and name badge. Our staff will be wearing black shirts with green lanyards, and we are there to help you. So if you see us, we're trying to be make sure that there's staff everywhere so you can find us easily. And if you're wearing a black shirt, you might just get some questions. The registration desk is also a great place to go for if there's an emergency or you need to reach a specific staff person or another attendee. You can go there and ask for help on that. So other general information is just generally good things to know at a conference. Wear comfortable clothes and shoes, and bring a light jacket or vest, because sometimes at conferences a room might be a little colder than you want. In the past, if we've had any issues at all, it has been that they're too warm, and we have really chewed on the event center staff about those warm rooms last year, and they're telling us that it's not going to happen this year. So keep your fingers crossed. But do bring a little sweater or something in case they overdo it, a vest. Sunday social is in the upper atrium. Monday social is in the exhibit area. So just those are on your app and pocket agenda, but just wanted to point those out. The NDCCA business meeting, I guess we didn't realize we weren't communicating this clearly. It is for all commissioners, not just for the NDCCA board. And so we have a big room, and we expect to fill it up. And that's where you'll vote on things like the the resolutions and so forth. There's also a couple of invited guests who will be speaking to you, and you're definitely going to want to hear what they have to say. Delegates, you know who you are by now, and you'll have an orange printed delegate, just like the one on the screen right now. That'll be on your name badge, and that's important for you to be at that meeting at 7:30 on Tuesday. All right, just a couple of very basic things. This is the side of the event center that you're going to. If you've been to concerts at the event center, you entered on the south side. This is on the east side. That little loop you're seeing is a parking lot, but it's not a very big one. So you're probably not going to be able to park there unless you're a real early bird. And so the parking is here. The loop that I just showed you is the one with the star that says Lot B, open free parking. Interestingly enough, there is no Lot A. I just noticed that today. Parking Lot C and D are the bigger lots, and as you can see, it's about a 1-block walk. I've checked the 10-day forecast, and it looks like it's going to be pretty darn good for October. And so hopefully that'll be a pleasant walk for you. And up on the north side there, you'll see the Burley Public Health parking lot, which I had never known was available for event center parking. So that's great as well after 5 o'clock. This is when you first walk into the event center. And by the way, there's a really cool website, the bismarckeventcenter.com, that you can get like a 360-degree type of tour, I guess you'd call it, which is where I stole these photos. And we'll be set up right where it says tickets. We'll have you won't be able to miss it, a big desk that kind of wraps around to both sides of the tickets, and that's where you'll register. Down the hall, you will see, whoop, I need to change that. There it is down the hall. This is the stairs up to the lobby where the workshops are. And right where that little bubble says arena, there is a door right behind that. And that's where the NDDOT meetings are. So when your county has to go meet with NDDOT, it's right there where that bubble is. And to the right of that, you can see is the elevator. So if you would like to use the elevator instead of the stairs, that's where it is. Up in that lobby upstairs, this is now facing back east toward the front of the building, or I'm sorry, west. If I said east earlier, I apologize. It's the west side of the building. So that's the lobby, and that's where the atrium, you can see the lovely sunshine on it. That's where we'll have the social on Sunday evening. And that's important because that's where the bar is, for those of you who like bars. And it'll be there. And if it gets really full, we just expand down the hall. That down the hall area is the Prairie Rose rooms, which you'll see on your agenda for where the workshops are. Now, this is the big one. We have put everything on the Yap app. Yap is just the company that provides that app. You can actually take your phone right now and scan that QR code, and it'll take you to my.yap.us/NDACO. So either way, you can type it into your browser, whatever you want to do. And then you download that onto your phone, just like you do with any app. I personally then will, once it's downloaded, I will drag it to my home screen on my phone so it's easy to get to, and at least until after the conference. You will be able to not only see what the schedule is, but when you tap on an item, like let's say Monday lunch, because you don't want to go hungry, you can click a little button at the bottom that says add this to my schedule. And so then you would be able to, later on when you go in, you can just look at only the events that you have previously chosen. And there's also a like back button type of thing for going to see the whole schedule again, if you prefer to see all of it. So it's very cool, very simple little app. I worked hard to find one that was not too complicated and not too expensive, and I'm really happy with this one. Maps, floor plans, like of the exhibit area, that sort of thing. Pretty much everything that's in this presentation is on a tip sheet. So if you need to be reminded about when the breakfasts are, of course, that's on the schedule, but there's lots of little things like that. And there's also a list of pre-registered attendees. So if you're wondering if a friend of yours from another county is here and you don't know their phone number to give them a text, you can look it up there. This is when you open the app, you'll see the County Fest logo up in the top left corner, and you do have to tap on that first to get to the rest of the app. That is because you may have an app, a YAP from another event. I've never had one, but if you've been somewhere that uses the app, you'd be presented with all your options there. So you have to tap on that, and then it'll take you to the full thing. What it'll generally do, first there's the screen like the little icon you're seeing here with the Bros, because Bros paid for it. So let's let's acknowledge them and thank them. And so that'll be the first screen, but you don't have to tap anything. It'll just be there for like 2 seconds, and then it flips over to the schedule. So you'll see the daily schedules, and across the bottom, you'll be able to see the NDDOT schedule, floor plans, and all those different things. And then there's 3 little, depends on the size of your phone, how much you'll see, and then you'll see those 3 little dots. You tap that to get more, and in the more side is the things you can see on the screen there, including the elite prize list, the sponsors, the pre-registered county attendees, etc. So, oh yeah, the prize list. What you'll see is when you go into the exhibit hall, the first section is called the elite exhibitors, and they will all have a little box with a prize next to it, and you will buy tickets at the registration desk on the left side for that, and you drop your tickets, you split them in half, and you drop one in there, and then keep the others. And let's say that there's a cooler, a Yeti cooler, for example, and you really want it. You might want to put all your tickets in that one, or you might want to walk around and just put 1 or 2 tickets in several different ones. In any case, you keep yours, and then on Monday night, we will announce the winning prize numbers. Actually, we'll put them up on the screen in the hall A where you're having dinner, so you'll be able to look through and see if you're a winner. Once we have those, we will also put them on the app on the same place. So if you have the app right now, you can go and look and see what the elite prizes are, and strategize which ones you want to try to put lots of tickets into, try to be a winner. So that's what that's about. Let's see, yep, that should be it. So will it be streamed? Every year we ask that. Yes, the opening session will be streamed, which runs from 8:15 to 10 o'clock. And we'll have a link for you very soon. I'm expecting it to pop up in my emails any minute, and we'll send that out. And we would encourage you to send it to your colleagues who are not able to be there because they're holding down the fort, the county courthouse, just so they can see it. And what they'll see is the opening presentations, the presidents, the awards, the Excellence in County Government Awards. So especially if you have one of your county people winning an award, you'll want to share that with the folks. And actually, I think that streaming will go on as well at the lunch. So if they have a scholarship person that is receiving a scholarship there, they can watch that streamed live as well. So we will be sending that out soon. So if you have any questions, I went so fast that I didn't give you time to ask questions, but you can pop those into the comment area on your webinar, GoToWebinar thing. This webinar is being recorded, so if you really enjoy hearing me talk really fast, we'll be posting that up on the website as soon as we have the recording finished. And you can also email any questions to me, jeff.esslinger@ndaco.org. We won't be distributing this PowerPoint, but we will do the the recording. So I will wait right now and see if Alicia has any questions sent in. If not, I just can't wait to see you guys all there. It's going to be fun.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Yes, we're looking forward to next week. Any comments or questions we'll take now. We did have a couple questions regarding the Yap app, but you did get to it, Jeff. So you had a couple really nice informative slides. If anyone needs further help, they can go ahead and reach out to Jeff. And then we just had a nice comment regarding Hunter Pinky, our closing Tuesday workshop presenter, and he is actually from Wishick, which is McIntosh County. So we're really looking forward to him. Yeah.
Great. And you know what? I went through that little bit about the tickets that you can drop in to win a prize. That is one of the 3 fundraisers that we have to raise funds for the scholarship. So if you're wondering how in the world we can give out 6 $2,000 scholarships every year, that's how. It's funded by you, the members. And the other methods for winning are also explained on the app. One is Monday night, and 2 are at the registration desk. And there's also a big sign up there where you can read it and buy tickets for $1 for the elite exhibits, but also one grand prize that we do a drawing for a free trip to the National Association of Counties conference that is going to be in July in Philadelphia. So that is an awesome thing to win. So you'll definitely want to at least bring a couple of bucks to sign up for that.
All right, thanks, Jeff. We appreciate all this. Looks like we have one last question that slid in. Is the insurance booth just for those that will be participating in the 401 or those of us that have the current retirement plan?
Okay, very, very good question. I hadn't even thought about that. This is actually for the 457 plan, which is the one that you contribute to yourself. So this is not the one that's in benefits like with NADERF or what is it? I forgot what it's called. But yeah, so this is not your benefits retirement. This is the optional 457 plan. If you don't know what that is, then definitely sign up because it's a really well-run plan that's nationwide has got to be one of the top in the nation for how well they get returns on your retirement money. I'm in that. I think Alicia is. It's just an optional benefit that is tax deductible, and you contribute to it by yourself while you're employed. So you might be asking them, if you're currently in it, how you're doing. And if you have questions about, gee, should I maybe be in some kind of different fund or that sort of thing. And if you don't know what a 457 plan is, all county employees in North Dakota are eligible to contribute to it. So go find out what it's like, how it works, how much money you need to put in to be a millionaire someday.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for that question. And it looks like it's time to wrap up, Jeff.
Yeah.
So, and just another comment that came in, those who are with Nationwide for their retirement can meet with them. So anybody with Nationwide is welcome to meet with them. So thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that.
Yes, with Nationwide or want to be.
Yeah, well, we're so excited to see everybody next week. And Jeff, you're going to be so kind and put this recording onto the conference webpage as soon as you can this afternoon for anyone to review.
Absolutely. All right. Absolutely. You bet.
All right. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
Thank you. Well, is it next week already? Oh my gosh. Kidding. Bye.